welcome back to another tutorial session of Champion Competitor. Today we are going to talk about Parliament. As this topic is quite colossal, therefore I have divided it into two parts. This part include all the theoretical information about Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the next part going to include all the sessions, bill, committees of Parliament, so on and so forth. So let's proceed with today's class. Okay, in this slide I've include basic information about Parliament, that what it is, in which article it is included, and what part it is constitute of. So Parliament is the legislative organ of the Union government. Okay, जो भी आपके लॉज रूल्स बनते हैं वो ये पार्ट बनाता है. आर्टिकल 79 to आर्टिकल 122 of part 5 of constitution deals with the parliament. Parliament is made up of three parts. First part is president, second part is council of states or the Rajya Sabha, and the third part is house of people or Lok Sabha. Okay, so there are three parts of parliament: president, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also called as upper house, whereas Lok Sabha is also called as the lower house. This is council of state and this is house of people. Okay, so यहाँ पर direct 3 MCQ बनते हैं. That what is a parliament? It's a legislative organ. Which part of constitution included this, that is part 5 and under article 79 to 122, and it is made up of three parts: president, council of state and house of people. So let's see what is Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha, the maximum strength of Rajya Sabha can be 250, means इसका स्ट्रेंथ 250 से ऊपर हो नहीं सकता कभी भी. मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ इसका 250 होता है, जिसमें से रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ स्टेट और यूनियन टेरिटरी मैक्सिमम कितना हो सकता है? 238. और ये जो पार्ट है नॉमिनेटेड, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज इन मेनी MCQ एग्जाम दे आस्क व्हाट इज द nominated number of ministers in Rajya Sabha and nominated number of members in Lok Sabha. These are nominated by president. So kabhi in MCQ they give you like 12 in Rajya Sabha and 2 in Lok Sabha. Then they give you an option in which they say 2 from Rajya Sabha and 12 from Lok Sabha. So this is very important part. इतना मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ और रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बाकी नहीं पूछते जितना ये नॉमिनेटेड ये वाला पूछते हैं. दैट 12 मेंबर्स आर फ्रॉम राज्य सभा एंड 2 मेंबर्स आर फ्रॉम लोक सभा. अगर अभी हम प्रेजेंट कॉम्पोजिशन देखें, एट प्रेजेंट द स्ट्रेंथ इज 245. द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ स्टेट्स एंड यूनियन टेरिटरी is 229 from the states and 4 from the union territory, and the president has nominated the 12. Okay, so this is the present scenario. Now अब हमने देखा कि 3 टाइप के मेंबर्स होते हैं, जो कि रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ स्टेट्स होते हैं, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ यूनियन टेरिटरीज होते हैं और नॉमिनेटेड होते हैं. So let's see the procedure, how they are appointed and from where they are appointed. Representation of state. These are representatives which are elected by elected member of state legislative assembly. Every state has its own election. वहाँ पे state legislative assembly होती है. उस state legislative assembly में से जो members होते हैं, they elect among themselves the representatives for Rajya Sabha. And this, the voting is by proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. In upcoming slides, I am going to talk about transferable votes and the territorial vote and the proportional representation vote. So you please remember that for the election of Rajya Sabha, proportional representation method is being adopted, and how many seats would be given to a particular state depend on the population size of the state. Okay, next is representation of union territory. From union territories, they are indirectly elected by the members of a special electoral college. For the election of members from union territory, a special electoral college is made, and that electoral college, they vote for the members for Rajya Sabha. Again, यहाँ पर भी जो voting system है, that is proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. Only Delhi, now this is very important, which you should know, only Delhi and Puducherry has representation in Rajya Sabha, because other union territories, they have so less population that it is not viable over there to form this electoral and get the representative. Therefore, only Delhi and Puducherry has representation in Rajya Sabha. The third and the very, very important for MCQ examination, the nominated members. The nominated members, they are, first of all, who nominate them? So, president nominate them. How many? 12. And who are they? They are people with special knowledge or practical experience in art, literature, science and social service. Now, why this special nomination is being given? This is given to provide eminent personality a place in Rajya Sabha, so that without undergoing the process of election, they could be there. Okay, so what is the take home message in this slide? The take home message is that for Rajya Sabha कोई जनरल इलेक्शन नहीं होता है, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव स्टेट असेंबलीज के होते हैं, वो ही अपने मेंबर्स में से चूज करके मेंबर को वोट करके चूज करते हैं. प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन बाय मींस ऑफ सिंगल ट्रांसफरेबल वोट सिस्टम अडॉप्ट किया जाता है. पॉपुलेशन साइज के अकॉर्डिंग सीट्स अलॉट की जाती हैं. सिर्फ दिल्ली और पुडुचेरी की ही रिप्रेजेंटेशन राज्यसभा में है, बिकॉज बाकी जो और 5 यूनियन टेरिटरीज है उनका पॉपुलेशन साइज बहुत कम है. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर. 12 members are being nominated by president from the people who have special knowledge in art, literature, science and social service. क्यों होता है? So that eminent personality get the chance in Rajya Sabha without undergoing the procedure of election. Okay, this is about Rajya Sabha. Let's see what is the scenario of Lok Sabha. लोक सभा में मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ, अब ये इंपॉर्टेंट है, वहां पे मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ अगर आप देखें सो इट्स जस्ट हाफ, इट्स ओनली 250. ओके, और यहाँ पे इफ यू सी इट इज 552, जस्ट डबल ऑफ इट. ओके, स्टेट्स में मैक्सिमम 530, यूनियन टेरिटरीज में से 20 और नॉमिनेटेड, अगेन ये वाला पॉइंट अगेन इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट है, नॉमिनेटेड 2. प्रेजेंट सिनारियो देखें तो अभी प्रेजेंट में मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ लोकसभा की है 545, स्टेट्स को 530, यूनियन टेरिटरीज का 13 और नॉमिनेटेड 2। ये नॉमिनेटेड जो होते हैं ये अगेन प्रेसिडेंट नॉमिनेट these two members from the Anglo-Indian communities if they are not fully represented in the Lok Sabha. अगेन यहाँ पे भी रिप्रेजेंटेटिव कहाँ से है? स्टेट से, यूनियन टेरिटरी से और नॉमिनेटेड से. सो लेट्स सी द प्रोसीजर. रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ स्टेट, they directly elected by the people. Now this is very important, they are directly elected by the people from the वो जो जनरल इलेक्शंस होते हैं लोकसभा के वो. So directly elected by the people from the territorial constituencies in the state. तो territorial constituencies बनाते हैं स्टेट्स में, उन constituencies में से members choose किए जाते हैं. Election is based on adult franchisee, that every individual above the age of 18 is eligible to vote. Second is representation of union territory. Parliament has enacted the Union Territory Direct Election to the House of People Act 1965, by which direct elections are chosen for Union Territory. So Union Territory में एक्चुअली में क्या है कि Union Territory में से जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आएंगे वो किस तरीके से आएंगे, उसका प्रोसीजर का पावर पार्लियामेंट को गिवन है. ओके, और पार्लियामेंट ने बाय अंडर यूनियन टेरिटरी डायरेक्ट इलेक्शन टू हाउस ऑफ पीपल एक्ट 1965 के अंडर यूनियन टेरिटरीज में भी डायरेक्ट इलेक्शन को ही चूज किया. ओके, सो दिस पार्ट इज गिवन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड दिस पार्ट पार्लियामेंट हैज गिवन द पावर एंड दे हैव चूजन दिस. देन द नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर, अगेन प्रेसिडेंट नॉमिनेट 2 मेंबर्स. सो 12-2 का जो आंकड़ा है बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, याद रखें. Nominate 2 members from Anglo-Indian community if the community is not adequately represented in the Lok Sabha. Okay, so इस slide में take home message क्या है? That the representation from state and union territory are by direct election from the territorial constituency and election is based on adult franchise. That means जैसे हमने देखा था union territory in राज्य सभा, there also election occurs, but that is by a special electoral college. But here जो भी 18 साल से उम्र में बड़ा होगा या 18 years and above की एज का जो भी होगा, he has the voting power. तो ऐसा कोई अलग इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज नहीं बनाया गया है. नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर ओवर देयर, वहां पे राज्यसभा में जो 12 मेंबर्स हैं वो स्पेशल नॉलेज वाले पीपल हैं, वेयरएज यहाँ पे एंग्लो इंडियन कम्युनिटी में से ही हैं, और वो भी कब? व्हेन दे आर नॉट एडिक्वेटली रिप्रेजेंटेड इन दी लोकसभा. फेयर इनफ, लेट्स मूव ऑनवर्ड. ओके, सो दिस स्लाइड मैंने in previous slides I've talked that I will explain you what is proportional representation and what is territorial representation. So this slide is basically about that. In case of Rajya Sabha, I've told you the voting system is the system based on proportional representation, whereas in Lok Sabha it is not preferred the proportional representation. There they have adopted the system of territorial representation. Very important. अब 2 MCQ यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट तैयार हो रहे हैं. राज्यसभा में proportional representation system अडॉप्ट किया गया है और लोकसभा में system of territorial representation ये चूज किया गया. Territorial representation में होता क्या है? That every member of the legislature represent a geographical area called as the constituency. Okay, so जितनी भी political parties होंगी, they will raise their one candidate for that constituency. Okay, because each constituency has only one representative is elected. Therefore, it is known as single member constituency, because from each constituency only one member will be chosen. Okay, and whosoever और जो भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हैं उनमें से जो भी मेंबर मेजॉरिटी वोट सिक्योर करेगा वो उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी से विन होगा, ऐसा बोलते हैं. इन दिस ये जो हमारा सिंगल मेंबर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी सिस्टम है, इन दिस सिस्टम अ कैंडिडेट हु सिक्योर्स majority of votes is declared elected. Now this simple majority system of representation does not represent the whole electorate. In other words, it does not secure due representation to minority, whereas the system of proportional representation aims at removing the defect of territorial representation. Under this system, means the proportional representation, all the section of people get representation in proportion to their number. Even the smallest section of population get its due share of representation in the legislature. Now there are two kind of proportional representation: single transferable vote system and list system. In India we have adopted single transferable vote system, and by this system we do election for the Rajya Sabha, state legislative council, election of president and vice president. So this can also be asked in MCQ question, at which proportional representation system we have adopted. So we have adopted single transferable vote system, and by the proportional representation, by the means of single transferable vote system, कौन सा इलेक्शन is conducted in India. So election for Rajya Sabha, election for state legislative councils, election of president and the vice president. Now though some members of constituent assembly had advocated the system of proportional representation for the election of members of Lok Sabha, the constitution has not adopted this system due to two reasons. First, difficulty for the voters to understand the system. The system of proportional representation is very complicated, and at that time, today also, the literacy rate or the literacy scale is very low. So therefore people are not susceptible to accept that complicated system of voting. अभी तो इतना इजी सिस्टम है वोटिंग का, उसमें ही लोग बाग वोट करने नहीं आते हैं. तो आप खुद ही सोचिए, अगर वो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिस्टम ऑफ वोटिंग होता तो लोग बाग आते ही नहीं वोट देने के लिए, बिकॉज दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द थिंग. देन द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज दैट अनसूटेबिलिटी टू द पार्लियामेंट्री गवर्नमेंट ड्यू टू टेंडेंसी ऑफ अ सिस्टम to multiply political party leading to instability of government. Okay, so अगर proportional representation होता तो बहुत सारी मशरूमिंग इफेक्ट हो जाता पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का, और उसकी वजह से instability आती. Moreover, if you see the proportional representation, इसके कुछ demerits भी हैं. First, the proportional representation system is very expensive system. It does not give any scope for organization of by-election. It eliminates an intimate contact between voters and representatives. It promotes minority thinking and group interest. It increases the significance of party system and decrease that of voter. So अभी जो मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया वो सिर्फ एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है. वो स्लाइड में इसलिए ऐड नहीं किया बिकॉज उसमें से कोई MCQ क्वेश्चन बेस नहीं होता. वो सबको इतना बताने का बस एक ही मतलब था कि आप समझ पाए कि प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन सिस्टम जो है वो हम जनरल इलेक्शन, लोकसभा के इलेक्शन में अडॉप्ट नहीं करते हैं. दैट्स इट. सो इस स्लाइड में टेक होम मैसेज इज दैट we have adopted proportional representation by the means of single transferable vote system for the election of Rajya Sabha, State Legislative Council, election of President and Vice President, and a system of territorial representation for the election of Lok Sabha. That's it. Let's move to next slide. Okay, so this slide basically deals about the duration of two house. ओके, सो यहाँ पे मैं ना चार्ट फ्लो में ये डिफरेंस वाले पैटर्न में एक्सप्लेन किया ताकि दोनों आपको साइमल्टेनियसली पता हो. फर्स्ट लेट्स लुक एट राज्यसभा. राज्यसभा इज अ परमानेंट बॉडी और अ कॉन्टिन्यूइंग चेंबर. Accordingly, the Parliament in the Representation of People Act of 1959 term of ऑफिस ऑफ अ मेंबर ऑफ राज्यसभा इज 6 year. ओके, सो ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक मेंबर ऑफ जो राज्यसभा है उसका ऑफिस का टेन्योर इज 6 years. 1/3 ऑफ द मेंबर दे रिटायर एवरी सेकेंड ईयर. Seats filled by fresh election and the presidential nomination at the beginning of every third year. Retiring members, they're eligible for re-election and re-nomination for any number of time, because कितना number of time a person is eligible for re-election and re-nomination is not given in constitution. Whereas if you see Lok Sabha, it is not a continuing chamber. After its normal term of 5 years, it automatically dissolves. However, President is authorized to dissolve the Lok Sabha at any time, even before the completion of 5 years. I have told you कि if the ruling party, it is not able to secure the vote of confidence on the first session of on the first sitting of the Parliament, if they are not able to get the vote of confidence, then automatically that government fails or they dissolve. And even if prime minister says to the president to dissolve it, at that time also president is empowered to dissolve it. So before 5 year also it can be dissolved. And this dissolution by president, it is not questionable in any court. The term can also increase during national emergency for 1 year at a time. Okay, so if one year overs, again a resolution has to be passed for that. So this is about the duration of two houses. Take home message is that the tenure of a member of Rajya Sabha is 6 years and the normal tenure of a member of Lok Sabha is 5 years. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body, continuing chamber, whereas it is a temporary body, you can say. Okay, again this slide is very important, asked in various MCQ question. Disqualification on the ground of defection. So ये हम थोड़ा डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. तो what is defection, what is 10th schedule. Disqualification on ground of defection, it comes under provision of 10th schedule. तो एक MCQ यहाँ पे तैयार हो गया. किस शेड्यूल के अंदर डिफेक्शन वाला डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन आता है? तो दैट इज 10th शेड्यूल. अब डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन ऑन ग्राउंड ऑफ डिफेक्शन किन रीजंस पर होंगी? तो वो 4 रीजंस हैं जो आपको याद रखनी है. फर्स्ट, इफ द मेंबर voluntarily gives up the membership of the political party on whose ticket he is elected. Okay, suppose अगर मैंने कांग्रेस की साइड से इलेक्शन लड़ा और मैं जीत गई और उसके बाद मैंने कांग्रेस की मेंबरशिप को गिव अप कर दिया, देन आई एम डिस्क्वालिफाइड ऑन द ग्राउंड ऑफ डिफेक्शन. If he votes or abstain from voting in the house contrary to the direction given by his political party. लेट्स से पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बोल रही है, हेड बोल रहा है दैट यू हैव टू गिव yes or you have to vote for the motion, and I am going against him and voting against the motion. Okay, so in that condition also I am disqualified. If any independently elected member join any political party, okay, कोई independently elected member है, okay, और वो जाकर के कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ज्वाइन कर लेता है, देन ऑल्सो अगर कोई नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर है, नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर याद कीजिए राज्यसभा में 12 मेंबर्स होते हैं नॉमिनेटेड और लोकसभा में 2 मेंबर्स होते हैं नॉमिनेटेड. अगर इन 12 और 2 मेंबर्स में से कोई भी मेंबर जाकर के कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ज्वाइन कर लेता है आफ्टर द एक्सपायरी ऑफ 6 months, देन ऑल्सो ही इज डिसक्वालिफाइड ऑन द ग्राउंड ऑफ डिफेक्शन. ओके, सो ये था कि किस शेड्यूल में आता है, कौन से आप काम करेंगे कि आप डिसक्वालीफाई होंगे. अब एमसीक्यू में एक तो 10th शेड्यूल बहुत बार पूछा जाता है, ask this 10th schedule many number of times. The next thing which they ask is who will decide disqualification under the 10th schedule. So in case of Rajya Sabha, this is decided by the chairman, and in case of Lok Sabha, this is decided by the speaker, and their decision is subject to judicial review. That means अगर वो किसी को on the ground of defection disqualify करते हैं, then this is very much questionable in the court. Now ये जो स्लाइड अब नेक्स्ट 4-5 स्लाइड्स आएंगे, दे विल डील विद द प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट. फर्स्ट विल सी द प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर्स ऑफ लोकसभा एंड देन विल सी द प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर ऑफ राज्यसभा. लोकसभा, in Lok Sabha the presiding officer is called as the speaker, whereas in the Rajya Sabha the presiding officer is called as the chairman. There is also a deputy speaker and a deputy chairman also, who function in absence of speaker and chairman. Speaker of Lok Sabha, how it is elected and what is the tenure. Speaker of the Lok Sabha, it is elected, mark it, it is elected by the Lok Sabha among its member. Okay, तो जो members होते हैं लोक सभा के, उनमें से अपने आप में से वो एक member को ना speaker choose करते हैं. Date of election of the speaker is decided by the president. So who decides the date? President decides the date. He remain in office during the life of Lok Sabha. That means वो जो 5 years का tenure है, जब तक वो एक बार स्पीकर चूज होगा तो वो उसके लाइफ टाइम तक, लोकसभा के लाइफ टाइम तक रहेगा. स्पीकर हैज टू वेकेट हिज ऑफिस in 3 conditions. First, if he ceases the membership of लोक सभा, अगर किसी कारणवश उसकी मेंबरशिप लोकसभा में ही खत्म हो जाती है. सेकेंड, इफ ही रिजाइंस बाय राइटिंग टू द डेप्यूटी स्पीकर. ये क्वेश्चन भी आ जाता है कि इफ द स्पीकर हैज टू रिजाइन, टू whom he will give the resignation letter. In option they will give you president, prime minister, chairman, deputy speaker. So the deputy speaker is the answer. Third, by passing a resolution by majority of all the members of the Lok Sabha, and such resolution can be moved only after giving 14 days advance notice. Okay, so under these 3 conditions the office of speaker is vacated. This slide deal with the role, power and function of speaker. Who is Speaker? Who is the Speaker? Speaker is the head of Lok Sabha and its representative. He is the guardian of power and privileges of member, the House as a whole and its committees. He is the principal spokesman of the House. His decision in all parliamentary matter is final. He derives his power from three sources. थ्री सोर्सेज से उसकी पावर आती है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, द रूल ऑफ प्रोसीजर एंड कंडक्ट ऑफ बिजनेस ऑफ लोकसभा, एंड थर्ड द पार्लियामेंट्री कन्वेंशन. तो इन थ्री सोर्सेज से उसकी पावर आती है. अब नाउ व्हाट ही इज सपोज्ड टू डू, ही इज सपोज्ड टू सी that there is decorum and discipline in the house, to decide who shall hold the floor and speak in deliberation of the house, to safeguard the right and privileges of member of the house, this I have already told you, to put the motion of vote, to announce the result. He does not vote, but in case of tie he cast his vote, called the casting vote. So ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. स्पीकर नेवर वोट इन फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस, यानी कि जब भी वोट होगा तो वो उसी टाइम पे वोट नहीं करेगा, उसको कास्टिंग वोट मिलती है. और कास्टिंग वोट वो कब एक्चुअली कास्ट कर सकता है, जब देयर इज अ टाई सिचुएशन फॉर एनी रेजोल्यूशन. किसी मोशन को लेकर के टाई सिचुएशन हो गई, 50% येस बोल रहे हैं, 50% नो कर रहे हैं, तो उस टाइम पे स्पीकर अपना वोट दे करके उस रेजोल्यूशन को पास या फेल करा सकता है. टू एक्ट एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हेड ऑफ लोकसभा सेक्रेटरीट, टू एक्सेप्ट रेजिग्नेशन सेंट बाय मेंबर ऑफ लोकसभा. तो लोकसभा में से इफ somebody want to resign, they will give their resignation letter to the speaker. To protect the house from unnecessary executive intrusion, to allot time for each item on the agenda of house. Now these are some special power of the speaker. To certify whether a particular bill is money bill or not. अभी हम आगे आने वाली स्लाइड्स में राज्यसभा के चेयरमैन की पावर देखेंगे. सो वहां पे एक कॉन्ट्ररी हमको दिखेगा, चेयरमैन कैन नॉट सर्टिफाई दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर बिल इज मनी बिल और नॉट. दिस पावर इज एक्सक्लूसिवली गिवन टू द स्पीकर ऑफ लोकसभा अंडर आर्टिकल 110. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आस्क सेवरल टाइम्स इन MCQ क्वेश्चन, दैट मनी बिल कौन डिसाइड करता है, स्पीकर. आर्टिकल 110 के अंडर आता है. Whenever a joint sitting is there for both the houses of parliament, always and always speaker presides. Okay, तो स्पीकर हमेशा प्रिसाइड करता है जॉइंट मीटिंग को. टू एडमिट अ वोट ऑफ नॉन कॉन्फिडेंस अगेंस्ट द गवर्नमेंट, ये भी सिर्फ स्पीकर ही करता. तो थ्री पावर एक्सक्लूसिव है स्पीकर की, जो कि चेयरमैन को गिवन नहीं है. सो टेक होम मैसेज अगर आप ये इस वाली स्लाइड में देखना चाहते हैं, वो है कास्टिंग वोट, बिल, मनी बिल, आर्टिकल 110, जॉइंट सिटिंग एंड एडमिशन ऑफ नॉन कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन. देन कम्स द डेप्यूटी स्पीकर ऑफ लोकसभा. डेप्यूटी स्पीकर इज ऑल्सो इलेक्टेड by the member of Lok Sabha among themselves only. The date of election of deputy speaker is fixed by speaker. If you go back to the speaker slide, there what we have learned, that the date of election of speaker is decided by the president, whereas the date of election of deputy speaker is decided by speaker itself. Passing a resolution, then when the seat of deputy speaker is vacant, if he sees the membership of Lok Sabha, if he resign by writing to the deputy speaker, sorry, it's not deputy speaker, it's speaker. Okay, it's not, I made a mistake, sorry for that, but he resigned by writing to the speaker. So यहाँ पे देखिए, speaker resigns by giving the resignation letter to the deputy speaker, and deputy speaker resign by giving resignation letter to the speaker. Passing a resolution by majority of all members, he performed the duty of speaker when he was, now when the deputy speaker performed the duty of speaker, he performed the duty of speaker when the speaker is absent or the seat is vacant. Now here the important thing is that he is not a subordinate to the speaker, he is directly responsible to the house. While presiding the house, he can also exercise only casting vote. So when he act as a speaker, he also can cast a casting vote. In normal condition, he is like a normal member of Lok Sabha. Okay. 11th लोक सभा इलेक्शन के बाद ये कंसेंसस हुआ कि स्पीकर will always be from the ruling party and the post of deputy speaker will goes to the main opposition party. Institution of speaker and deputy speaker comes from Government of India Act 1990. ये जो 2 points मैंने रेड में मार्क करे ये इम्पोर्टेंट है. 11th लोकसभा इलेक्शन में ये कंसेंसस से पास किया कि स्पीकर विल बी फ्रॉम द रूलिंग पार्टी एंड द पोस्ट ऑफ डेप्यूटी स्पीकर विल बी फ्रॉम द मेन ऑपोजिशन पार्टी. द इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ स्पीकर एंड डेप्यूटी स्पीकर कम फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1919. वो मोनरे एंड मोंटागो जो था एक्ट उससे. 1925 में वत्ताभाई जे पटेल became the first Indian and first elected speaker of the Central Legislative Assembly. J.V. Mavlankar and Ananthaswamy Iyengar were the first speaker and deputy speaker respectively of the Lok Sabha. Okay, so this is all about Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha ka presiding officers. Let's move to the panel of chairperson of Lok Sabha. Panel of chairperson of Lok Sabha. Now अभी आप देखोगे, हमने पीछे स्लाइड्स में देखा कि जो पैनल है the presiding officer of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha of the Lok Sabha, both speaker and the deputy speaker, they are elected, but they are nominated. Okay, so important, a panel of chairperson of Lok Sabha, they are nominated by the speaker among the member of panel, among the members. Okay, and the number of member of these panel cannot be more than 10. Okay, maximum 10 members choose कर सकते हैं. What function they have to perform? Any of them can preside the house in absence of speaker and deputy speaker and hold the office until a new panel is nominated. Okay, तो speaker और deputy speaker जब दोनों लोकसभा में नहीं होंगे तब इस पैनल का कोई भी मेंबर उस लोकसभा को प्रिसाइड कर सकता है. Okay, and they hold their office until a new panel is nominated. But यहाँ पे important है, they function as speaker only and only when the speaker and deputy speaker are absent. Okay, if their seat is vacant, then they cannot act as speaker. Okay, so they cannot preside over the house when the office of speaker and deputy speaker is vacant. During that time, जब vacate हो और लोकसभा की किसी सेशन को प्रिसाइड करना है, तो ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम Speaker's duty is performed by such member of house as president may appoint for the purpose, and as soon as the election for the post of for the seat of speaker and deputy speaker has to perform. Okay. Okay, so panel of chairperson में take home message क्या है? These are nominated members by the speaker. They hold the office or they preside the Lok Sabha only when speaker and deputy speaker are absent, not when their seat is vacant. At that time, president will appoint a person for that. Then who is a speaker pro tem? The speaker of last Lok Sabha, he vacate his office immediately. I have told you, उसका tenure lifetime of Lok Sabha ही होता है, life of that Lok Sabha. Now, before the first meeting of newly elected Lok Sabha, what will happen? The president will appoint a member of Lok Sabha as the speaker pro tem. Speaker pro tem has all the power of the speaker. He presides the first sitting of newly elected Lok Sabha. The main duty of speaker pro tem is to administer the oath of new members, and he also enables the house to select new speaker. The office of speaker pro tem is temporary and ceases on the election of new speaker. Okay, and generally the senior most member is elected as speaker pro tem. So speaker pro tem, it's a temporary thing, okay, just for the election of new speaker and to administer the oath of new members and to preside the first sitting of the Lok Sabha, and generally the senior most member is elected for this. So that is all about Lok Sabha. Let's move to Rajya Sabha. In Rajya Sabha, the presiding officer is known as chairman, and the vice president of India is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Always vice president of India will be the chairman of Rajya Sabha. So therefore इनका कोई nomination नहीं होगा, कोई election नहीं होगा. He will serve the office of chairman. During any time when vice president perform the duty of president, he does not perform the duty of chairman of Rajya Sabha. So during the absence of president, vice president perform its duty, and during that time he will not cast the duty of chairman. He can only be removed from his office if removed from the office of vice president. As presiding officer of Rajya Sabha, his power and function are similar to speaker of Lok Sabha. However, the speaker has two special power which are not enjoyed by chairman. I have already discussed them, but ये MCQ point of view से very important है. So let's see them once again. Speaker decide whether a bill is money bill or not, and his decision is final. Article 110. Okay. Speaker preside over the joint sitting of two house, and one more thing that non confidence motion भी सिर्फ स्पीकर ही कर वो पास करवा उसको प्रिसाइड कर सकते हैं. Okay, as you have seen in the speaker is the member of Lok Sabha, whereas chairman is not the member of Lok Sabha. Similar to speaker, he cannot cast vote in first instance. He can only cast vote when the equality condition is there. That means he also get the casting vote, power of casting vote. When the resolution of his removal is going on, he cannot act as chairman but he can be present and speak in the house and can take part in the proceeding without voting. Whereas speaker, when the resolution of his removal is going on, he can participate, he can be present, he speak, and he can even vote in first instance. But because chairman is not a member of Rajya Sabha, the voting power in first instance is not given to him. Salary and allowance are charged on consolidated fund of India. स्पीकर का भी जो सैलरी और अलाउंस होता है वो कंसोलिडेटेड फंड ऑफ इंडिया पर चार्ज होता है, ऑन, नॉट फ्रॉम, इट इज ऑन. दैट मीन्स इन पार्लियामेंट उसके सैलरी और अलाउंस का कोई डिस्कशन नहीं हो सकता. डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन ऑफ राज्यसभा. नाउ chairman will always be the vice president of India, whereas deputy chairman will be the elected member from the Rajya Sabha. He also vacate his offices in 3 conditions: when he cease the membership of Rajya Sabha, resign by writing to chairman, passing the resolution by majority of all the member of Rajya Sabha, and such a resolution can be moved only after giving a 14 days advance notice. He discharged his duty as chairman during the absenteeism, working as the when the vice president is working as the president, or when the seat of the chairman is vacant. जैसे वहां था पैनल ऑफ chairperson of Lok Sabha, here we have panel of vice chairperson of Rajya Sabha. तो वहां पे था चेयरपर्सन और यहाँ पर है वाइस चेयरपर्सन. तो ये भी एमसीक्यू में इस तरह पूछ लिया जाता है कि इन लोकसभा वी हैव पैनल ऑफ chairperson and in Rajya Sabha also we have a panel of chairperson. No, in Rajya Sabha we have a panel of vice chairperson. They also perform the similar function of the chairperson. That means they perform the duty of chairman when the chairman or deputy chairman are absent. Similarly, they cannot preside over the house when the office of chairman and deputy chairman is vacant, and during such time chairman duty is performed by such a member of house as president may appoint for the purpose. And then the election for the post of chair, for the post of deputy chairperson and the post of vice president will be conducted, and they too are nominated by the chairperson. Like वहाँ पे जो chairperson of Lok Sabha थे, they are nominated by speaker, they are nominated by chairman. Secretariat to Parliament. Now each house of the Parliament has a separate secretarial staff of its own, though there can be some posts common to both the houses. Their service conditions are regulated by Parliament. They are headed by a Secretary General. Secretary General office is a permanent office, means that he is a permanent officer and is appointed by the presiding officer of the house. That means for Lok Sabha, speaker will do that, and for Rajya Sabha, chairman will appoint the post, a person for Secretary General, post of Secretary General. Now in upcoming slide, in this slide we'll be dealing with leader of house, leader of opposition party, and whip. These 3 things are very important because various MCQ question asked can be framed from these 3 topics. Leader of the house. Under the rule of Lok Sabha, the leader of house means the prime minister. So leader of house कौन है? Prime minister. Lok Sabha के prime minister. If he is the member of Lok Sabha, or minister who is a member of Lok Sabha and is nominated by Prime Minister to function as leader of the house. There is also a leader of house in Rajya Sabha. He is also a minister and nominated by Prime Minister. Arun Jaitley sir, he is the leader of House of Rajya Sabha. Leader of House is an important functionary and exercise direct influence on conduct of the business. Leader of opposition. Each house has a leader of opposition, that means both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Who will be the leader of opposition? The leader of largest opposition party having not less than 1/10. This is important. कितना सीट चाहिए? 1/10 seat of the total strength of the house is recognized as the leader of opposition in that house. The main function are to provide constructive criticism to the policies of government and to provide an alternative government. Therefore, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha were accorded statutory recognition in 1977. They are entitled to salary allowance and other facilities equivalent to that of a cabinet minister. Right now, we have the leader of opposition for Rajya Sabha, but for Lok Sabha we do not have, because this criteria 1/10 seat is not fulfilled by any of the opposition party. Therefore, in Lok Sabha we do not have any leader of opposition right now, but in Rajya Sabha Mr. G.N. Azad is the leader of opposition. Whip sorry, is the office of leader of house. Office of leader of house and leader of opposition is mentioned in the rule of house. अभी बताया था ना, यहाँ पे देखो. Under the rule of Lok Sabha, that means the leader of house, they are formed under the rule of house. Whereas the leader of opposition, they are formed by parliamentary statute. Whereas the office of whip is based on the convention of parliamentary government. Every political party has its office of whip in the parliament as assistant floor leader. He charged with ensuring that the attendance of his party member in large number and securing their support in favor or against a particular issue. He regulates, monitor their behavior in parliament. The members are supposed to follow his directives, otherwise disciplinary action can be taken. So you can say that whip, the office of whip is like monitor. जब हम छोटे बच्चे हुआ करते थे, तो in our class we used to have a monitor whose responsibility is to maintain the decorum of the class. Okay, तो ऐसे हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में एब्सेंटिज्म ना हो, वो पार्टी के फेवर के अकॉर्डिंग काम करे, तो वो सारा काम जो है विप करता है. Thanks for watching this video. If you gain anything, please like it, subscribe the channel and do share with your friends. In next part of Parliament, we will discuss session of Parliament, budget, position of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, committees of Parliament and some miscellaneous topic. Once again, thanks.